Mr. Caskey.
Thank you very much. I'm honored by the nomination from HPC, and I'm honored to serve the city to honor its history. Each of our previous city historians have brought not only honor to the role, but each one has colored it in their own way. Gary Drummond started history talks and walks through downtown, and he brought kids and adults through and explained to them how the town had grown up and what about the town made it the thing that we see today. Ann Homan wrote what is essentially an encyclopedia of Livermore. It's called Livermore A to Z, and it's a reference that we still use today to understand all manner of different aspects of the town. Don Meeker showed up in front of this council nearly every council meeting and gave you a little bit of insight into what might have happened 100 or 150 years ago in this town. Each one, and I don't want to skip on Richard Finn or Alan Frank, both of whom served admirably and did a lot of work for the city. I will let you know that my particular interest and passion has been in bringing the stories of local history to our children, to our students. The Livermore Heritage Guild brings the Historymobile to all of the third grades. We've been doing this now for a number of decades, and every third grader gets to learn about what makes their community special, what history their community brings. And I look forward to expanding that. We find that once we talk to them as third graders, they remember it. We have people at this point who are bringing their third graders when they remember their own time as a third grader going through our program. It's something that's important. It's important to a resident. It's important to understand the heritage of your town. So as you've said, clearly, these are big shoes to fill. I have no pretense of being able to live up to the folks who came before me, but I am honored to have the role to move along our history for the next generation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Caskey. Councilmember Barrientos.
I want to thank you for what you do. If you haven't been to the Heritage Guild and here in the ranch, you miss a lot of things. I've seen his old mobile running around. He's very good about the history of Livermore. And I don't think he has any axe to grind for the city. He does a lot for the city and puts a lot of information about us. And he's right now in a big struggle to try to get, I'm a teacher, a schoolhouse down to our city from way in the inside of the hills. And so I really appreciate your work you do here. And I know you've been, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that's Midway School,
Yes.
because it was
Yes.
at the midway point. But
And if I was a little more shameless, I'd come right here and ask you for donations. But
however, this is going to be a big year for the historian because this is the 150th year anniversary of our incorporation. We were incorporated April 1st, 1876. So this is a big deal, and we'll be celebrating that and the 125th anniversary of the light bulb. So there's a lot of stuff going on this year, folks. So stay tuned and celebrate.
thank you very
Great.
much.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to the open forum. Oh, yes, Rich, you're going to swear him in. I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, now, sorry about that. Now we move on to the open forum. This is an opportunity for people to address the council, and the city clerk will tell people how they can participate.
To provide comment, please fill out and turn in a speaker card found at the entrance of the council chamber. Speakers will be announced in the order received. Once public comment opens, each participant's name will be announced and their 3 minutes will begin once at the lectern. Please note, a speaker is not required to answer any questions from the city council, and the city council is not required to answer questions from the public. The mayor has the discretion to ask staff to address the speaker's comments when a council member believes it is relevant to a particular business item.
Okay, and I know we have at least one speaker.
The first speaker is Joe Lee.
So just continuing the cheerleading, I'll recap the 4 essential software freedoms in trying to encourage the city to adopt more free software in its computing. The 4 essential software freedoms that define free software are the freedom to use the program for any purpose. That's the first one. The second one is the freedom to study the source code of the program and to modify it to make it do what you wish. The third freedom is the freedom to share either by selling or giving away exact copies of the software. And the fourth freedom is the freedom to sell or give away your own modified versions of the program if you wish. So the third freedom is that's the freedom to share exact copies. So if, for example, the city was to purchase a copy of free software for an exorbitant price, there's nothing in the license that would prevent the city from then going on and sharing the software with any other city it wishes, without ever having to seek permission from the original distributor or the developer, or to sell it even. So sell it for a reduced price. There's nothing that prevents the city from doing that. And then to have a minute, I'll just quote Nina Paley for really quick. Nina Paley, the cartoonist, animator. This is published on archive.org. It's copying is not theft. Stealing a thing leaves one less left. Copying makes one thing more. That's what copies are for. If you steal my bicycle, I'd have to take the bus. But if you just copy it, there's one for each of us. Copying is not theft. That's pretty much it. And so I'll just get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lee.
That was our last speaker.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to close the open forum and bring it back to council for the consent calendar. The consent calendar are typically routine items that are passed on a single motion. Is there anything that anybody wishes to pull for consideration? Comment? Seeing none, do we have anyone who wishes to speak on the consent calendar?
No public comments been received.
Okay, just a couple of questions that I have with regarding, actually, I had those answered already. The question regarding the Cingular Wireless, but I believe that's already been, this is just the Cingular Wireless is just a lease agreement. Is that correct? It's renegotiating the lease agreement.
Yes, it's a modification.
Yeah,
to the
so it's
lease
already
agreement.
there.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. With that, I'll entertain a motion for the consent calendar.
Move approval.
Second.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Dunbar, seconded by Councilmember Branning. Stumbled on your vice mayor for so long. Okay, any discussion on the motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passed unanimously. We have no public hearings. There's no matters for consideration. So we just go right into committee reports and matters initiated. Councilmember Barrientos, we have your report out. Anything that you wish to highlight?
Most of my things to highlight are not city council, either Lions Club or
All
my
right.
wrestling team. But one thing, I was kidding the people over the townhouses. I was looking at the right ones that they should have a health test. Give you 2 bags of groceries and climb to the 3rd story. If you can get there without having a heart attack, you can qualify to buy one of these houses. It's a long climb for older people get to the top of some of these townhouses over there, but they're really nice.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Councilmember Dunbar.
Although we always try to keep some townhouses with a ground floor ADA, we
This
have
we like
mix
to
of
call them
units.
stacked flat.
Yeah, or stacked flats. I missed the deadline this morning as my eyes were dilated for an optometrist appointment. But the only thing I had to report was for the fire, same as Mayor Marchand, the JPA. I had 2 weeks down with my parents and my brother in Arroyo Grande. Took a nice relaxing vacation and walked on the beach and walked the dog and talked to mom. And I think nothing else to report. Happy New Year, everybody.
Nice. Councilmember Dunbar.
Brandon.
Brandon. Yes, sorry.
So I want to wish everyone a happy new year, first of all. And then I don't have anything particular I wanted to highlight from my report, but I just do want to say that it has been quite cold out and we do have a lasting cold spell right now. I want to give some appreciation to the city, first of all, for looking at solutions where we can find warm spots for people who might not have a place to sleep at night. And I would call out to the community, reach out to the local shelters, reach out to local donation centers, ask them what they need. They often have specific needs at these times of years for things like socks, very commonly, mittens, hats, things like that, that will help keep people warm. So reach out, see if you have a local shelter, local donation center that you would like to give to. And I encourage everyone to give a little something at this time of year. Thank you.
Vice Mayor Wong.
I just want to mention one thing from my report. This was from December, but it happened since our last meeting. I want to just recognize the Livermore Youth Council. They've been so active planning lots of events in the community. And in December, that first weekend after school let out for the holidays, they hosted a holiday carnival at the library, and it was so well attended. It was a rainy day. Families had nowhere to go, and they all showed up, and they had over 200 people there, kids and parents, and in a matter of a few hours playing games. And it was all these, the Livermore Youth Council students that were, organizing the games, and it was really great. It was great to see. I just wanted to give them a shout out and thank them for all their hard work that they do on the council.
Very good. Well, thank you so much. A couple things I wanted to highlight. It was a busy last month, but I presented a certificate of recognition for the Del Val High School bicycle program. They repair bicycles, they build bicycles, and then they donate them back to the community. So it's a wonderful program. And some of the kids go on and use this is their vocation. They're, one of them is actually working for one of the local bike shops with skills that he had learned from this program. Also, we had the walk-off retirement for Officer Andrew Estes. He served our community for a couple of decades, very honorably. And also our city clerk retired. Debbie Elam was honored last week. So we have a lot of great people and a lot of great people moving in and taking over for the people that have left because they've been well trained by their mentors. So with that, wow, this is a land speed record here. So greatly appreciate that. With that, seeing no further business,